Hello and welcome to another shoutcast from GameReplays.org. This is the quarterfinals of the recent 5 versus 5 tournament. You are here with Grey Knights. Up and coming match is between Retro VG Music Gamers Alpha Squad versus Bees. And top team, which is the Bees team. Captain is Blazing Toaster. He's playing Twisted Fate. Lux played by the Maze. Alistar played by Narcidin. Tristana played by Wes Dees. Amumu played by Peaches. On the bottom team, which is the Music Gamers, we have Crips played by Malphite, Poppy played by Deathmonger, Irelia played by McKiller Gorilla, Tarek played by Ivan Moody, and Karthus played by Crow. Apologise on if I get any of your names incorrect. Okay, I believe Blazing Toaster is the man with the plan, the man recording this game. It is a replay, so I will set my sights on that man. He is team captain and hopefully will be leading the Bees to a stunning victory this evening. We have the whole team, they're all going to be on Skype, they're all going to be on communication, in good communication with each other. They're in the brush at the minute expecting a gank. We've got Lux with Clairvoyance, and the enemy team, the Retro Gamers, do not have Clairvoyance of their own, so they've used Clairvoyance over and they've spotted Retro Gamers. They are aware what bush they're in. I believe they're looking for a level 1 team fight. He must believe his team to be in a superior position at level 1. You've got the Alistar AoE stun, which will benefit his team greatly. I'm not sure if Blazing Toaster has picked up the gold card stun or has just gone for the
minions have spawned.
The wild cards. They're in line of sight. There we go with the stun from Alistar. Good stun, straight on the Karthus. He picked up the gold card stun onto Irelia. It's very short stun at level 1. Tristana just managing to escape there. Good skill choice. Excellent skill choice from Tristana. And Mumu is just not tanky enough yet. He's going to go down to a multi-team combo effort. 1-for-1 trade. Wow. Great move from Tristana there. I believe that the Team Retro Gaming Alpha Squad had the advantage there, because not only did they nearly take down Tristana, if it wasn't for some quick reactions there, they would have also taken a 2-for-1 exchange. So I think a bit of misplay from the, I was going to say, oh my god, ponies then, from the Bees. Karthus went down like a rocket, but he's back due to the recent patch changes that reduced the death timers on the early games. So you will respawn a lot faster in the early game, and it will start to curve up to a much longer respawn times later game. So in the middle we have Blazing Toaster, and he's up against Karthus. Karthus has died already, so he's going to be at a big disadvantage to the Blazing Toaster, who has picked up an assist. He's not quite picked up first blood, and Mumu was the one who picked up first blood. It would have been nice for them to have first blood on the carry, but you get what you're given, and in this case Blazing Toaster is doing a good job harassing. He's picking the blue cards to have that mana regeneration, but he's at full mana. I think he needs to put a bit more harassment onto that Karthus, or pay the consequences. He's down to low HP now. He does have 3 health pots. I'm not sure why he's not using. Yeah, we've got one health pot being used now that will regenerate 200 HP. But Karthus, who is such a fantastic laner, great harasser, and he's laying down the pain. He wants revenge. Amumu we have in the jungle, which is played by Peaches, looks like Chris. I want to say Chris, it's not Chris, because we're missing an R. I don't know, maybe Gangplank took it. And we have HP pot. We have health HP bars on the replays, which is fantastic. Well done to the replay reviewer tool, because the versions that I've been using lately do not have the HP bars, but as you can see, they are here, which is great to see. Carthus taking a lot of harassment now in the centre lane. He's going to be in trouble with the Twisted Fate, who is a great harasser. He can pick either the gold card stun if Carthus gets close enough, which I don't think he will, but he's going to be levelling up his wild cards. We're at level 2 now. Alistar, roaming Alistar? He should have waited, really. He could have flashed in. If Alistar had his flash up, I believe it is still active and not on cooldown. Alistar, oh, there we go. Malphite in the jungle, level 2. Alistar is in hot pursuit. As we were saying, with Blazing Total level 4 now, so he's going to be looking to land some of those wild card. Great stun from Alistar, taking turret damage. Good headbutt. He's going to go down to turret damage. Does he get the kill? Yeah. Throw picking up the kill there. Due to Carthus's passive, allowing him to use his spells when he's dead. I think he just managed to do enough damage to pick up the kill and stop Alistar from denying himself. It's a big win for the bees, because Carthus is a carry and Alistar really doesn't need items to be useful. He's not an item dependent hero. We've got a gang down bottom. We've got a Mumu. He's going to be looking at picking up a kill on maybe Poppy or Taric. Both champions hard to kill. I don't think anything's going to come of this, with unless Lux can land a 2-second stun. I don't think that's going to be likely though. Twisted Fate has picked up level 6. This, I take that back. This could be dangerous for the retro gamers. There we see the bandage toss. Here we go with Twisted Fate. Gold card stun on the Taric. Goes down to a multi-team effort. That was a good communication there from the bees. Blazing Toaster clearly letting his teammates know that he was nearly 6 and he wanted to get the ganks on. In my opinion, possibly a poor choice to initiate on Taric with the 1.4 health modifier. We've got Malphite go down like a rock. You see what I did there? His team's going to pick up maybe a revenge kill. Good headbutt from Alistar, protecting the Amumu, who makes his very slow motion escape with a 371. That is quite a fast movement speed. That looks wrong. No, he's got boots. He could very well be moving at that speed. He is lacking the blue buff. Unaware how much mana he has with that Twisted Fate hovering over his teammate, which I don't think he's going to do, because he's got his eyes locked on one target and one target only, and that is this level 7 Carthus, who is rocking a tier of the goddess. He's going to have great mana regeneration, but Twisted Fate is just going to keep on top of him with the wild cards at level 3 now. Pick a card is level 2, and that gives him a 1.25 second gold card stun. Not very long. Not very long at all. And I don't think you're going to get in range to be able to gold card stun Carthus without taking some serious harassment damage. And with Twisted Fate only at 876 HP, that is the last thing you want to be doing. Good stun from Lux, putting some harassment on her enemy team. Carthus level 7, so he's going to be able to use that global ultimate to take down anybody that is too low HP wise, that is, by the way. Slow going down from Carthus. We have some good DPS. I think Blazing Toaster is in trouble. He knows it. He flashes out. A couple of missed nukes from Carthus there. Gold card stun being dodged by the Carthus. He's got low HP, but he just have his passive that if he does kill a minion, he does regenerate that mana back quite quickly. We have a level 4 Alistair coming in, he must have his flashing. Do we see the flashing initiation? No, we don't. He gets slowed. He's going to be taking some harassment. Gold card stun, looking to get the gold card stun there. It's not going to be enough. Like I say, it's going to be difficult to manage to land that gold card stun without taking some massive harassment damage from the high burst DPS that is Karthus. Alistair in trouble now against a level 4 Taric as well as a Malphite who is absolutely tiny. Wow. That is a small Malphite. He is smaller than Taric. We have an ally that has been slain. I do apologise, I did miss that. Tristana. I have no idea where on the map she was. There she is. I found out I've located the Tristana. They're both asleep. They're both having a nap. Sweet dreams, you two. While we go to the mid lane, who we've got Poppy taking some turret damage there. Turrets that do physical damage, so if you stack the armor you will be more resistant to turret fire as opposed to stacking magic resistance, which is not what the Alistair's doing, because he's not stacking anything at the minute. He's just gone for the regrowth pendant and the fairy charm, so we've got some good health regen and some fairly decent mana regeneration on the Alistair. Not that he needs either, because he's at full HP. Twisted Fate popping back to the HQ. I used to play Company Heroes. I apologise for the HQ quote. We've got a Sheen picked up by Twisted Fate, as well as a couple of wards and a null magic mantle. So he's going for a fast Lich Bane, which is a wrong decision, a poor decision in my choice. Good. Oh wow, and Mumu nearly escaping with his life there. Good ultimate from Karthus, putting a lot of damage onto it. On Blazing Toaster, which is where they want it. Stun going down on Irelia. It's not going to be enough. Ignite as well. It's not going to be enough. Karthus gets gold card stun, takes a lot of damage from wildcard. Good headbutt from Alistair. Is he going to have enough DPS to be able to land the kill? No, he doesn't. He goes down unlucky for Blazing Toaster there. 3 of the VG Retro Gaming Alpha Squad members are very low, but unfortunately Karthus is on their team and not the Bees team, so it's Blazing Toaster versus those 3, and they're just going to go back to their Nexus and regenerate that health and mana. Apart from Irelia, of course, who with her ultimate has the lifesteal. Or is it Spell Vamp? I think it's Spell Vamp on her ultimate. There we go, there we see it now. Some great health regeneration going up for Irelia. Level 9 picks up a Sheen of her own, so level 9 versus a level 9 Twisted Fate, who knows he's outmatched and decides to return to base. His ultimate is on cooldown for the next 63 seconds, so he's just going to have to do it. He's just going to have to get back to lane the old-fashioned way. And if you're not too sure what the old-fashioned way is, I mean walking. Just thought I'd point that out. Gank down bottom, Poppy. Missed stun. Unlucky from Poppy. It's good map awareness, knowing where her enemy is and where to strike. Lux, without boots, picks up a Tear of the Goddess, but does not have boots, so you can be very vulnerable to the lane down bottom. Poppy being a very hard hitter early on. Well, later on, but you know, does hit quite hard. Taric with a stun, 2-second stun from its maximum range, which looks like it was out there. And Mumu just shaking it off, not really too concerned. Lux in the recent patch notes received a small nerf. We're going to see a stun there, great stun from Poppy. Lands the stun, 2-second stun from Taric. This is what I was saying, without boots Lux is going to be in trouble and is going to feed the enemy team, and is the last person you want to be feeding on this team is the Poppy, because late game she will absolutely annihilate. Bit of a strange build, Philosopher's Stone, not 100% sure what she's going to build that into. I know it builds into the Shurelia's Revelry, but I don't believe she's going to build it into that. Not 100% sure. Maybe it builds into the Timer as well, not 100% sure. It's not a common item for me. Bit of harassment going off up top on the Malphite, but it's not going to be huge. Recently he got nerfed as well in the recent patch changes. They increased the reproc time on his passive. Tristana nearly going down, ultimate going down from Karthus. If he's got it, he's going to take that Tristana down. He doesn't have his ult, he gets taken down by Twisted Fate. Excellent double team from Amumu and Twisted Fate. It's not going to be enough. Tristana makes it back to the HQ in time. Blazing Toaster on just less than 100 HP. Unlucky from Karthus there. His team tried to mop up, but it's too little too late. Needed to react a bit faster than that. Could have picked up a Tristana and a Twisted Fate kill. So we've got 7 kills for the Bees and 6 to the Retro Gamers. Amumu is picking up the majority of the kills for the Bees, which is going to be a problem because his carries, which do the most damage, are going to be underfed, whereas the kills on the Retro Gamers team is going to the Karthus, which he badly needs those kills to make up for his poor early game early on, getting killed and focused in that first level 1 team fight. Irelia has picked up a couple of kills as well. She's a very powerful champion at the minute, expected to receive numerous nerfs in the recent patch notes, however escaped unscathed. She's picked up a Sheen and a Phage, so she's going for an early Triforce, ladies and gentlemen. If she manages to pick that up, her damage rate will just skyrocket. She's going to be completely nuking down players like Tristana and Twisted Fate, as well as Lux in a couple of abilities. We could see a gank on Karthus level 11. Alistar in a strange position, using that to prevent being seen from the fog of war. Excellent flash over, good stuff. This is how you play Alistar. Great headbutt. Karthus is in trouble. He's used his ultimate. He doesn't have it available for him. Tristana goes down, unfortunately. Nearly picks off a Mumu as well. Karthus just doing absolutely massive damage. He was absolutely dead to rights. 3 versus 1 and manages to come out with a kill. Blazing Toaster struggling against a level 11 Irelia as well. Up top, Malphite, who is absolutely tiny. Wow, what can I say? He will be difficult to target. Right click, miss. Right click, miss. Right. Down bottom, Lux pretty much just defending against this dual lane Taric and Poppy, which is a bit of a shame. You know, a Taric is great early on. Top, Blazing Toaster, get double ultimate on Blazing Toaster. Escapes with 25 HP. There's the flash. Malphite really should have used his Q. I think he used his ultimate, but he didn't use his Q. Lux going down, as I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted by a gank up top. Lux is just going to be in trouble against this lane with a 2-second stun from Taric, allowing Poppy to line up her stun. We have top, we have Tristana going down. Malphite is just going to tank, he's going to do the right thing this time, he's going to tank that damage. Twisted Fate comes in, he's going to land a blue card, not stun. But he gets this kill anyway, so you know it doesn't matter. A bit of a rushed pick from Blazing Toaster there. If Malphite used his Q instead of his ultimate earlier on, he would have had his ultimate then. Because Blazing Toaster didn't stun him, he could have used his ultimate to escape and possibly making it out alive. So a bit of a misjudgment on which abilities to use and when by the Retro Gamers there on the Malphite, but never mind. 9 kills to 9, 18 minutes in. I don't think there has been a dragging kill. It's just been warded by the Alistar, making himself useful. He's got another ward in the box. Double null magic mantle, which is quite a strange build. I genuinely have no idea what Alistar is going to build into. Philosopher's Stone and null magic mantle. Shrelia's Revelry, does that have magic resistance? I'm not sure. Tristana taking tons and tons of damage. Good bandage toss from the Mumu. Is it going to be enough? Does he have his ultimate? No, he doesn't. He's going to pop back. He does have his ultimate available to him. If you're not sure, gents, if you look at the avatar pictures on the left-hand side of the screen, next to their face, you will see a small green circle, and that will let you know if your teammates have an ultimate ability ready or not. It will be empty if they do not have their ultimate, and it will be green, a light green as it is here, for all the team members if they have their ultimate available. Alistar has just used his ultimate, as you can see it's just greyed out there. It gives him massive defensive bonuses which he's trying to use to escape to get alive. However, as with everything else, all good things must come to an end. He's trying to deny himself on the tower. If Malphite manages to get his Q off, or Karthus.
Executed.
No! Good decision from Alistar there. He's managed to, very pro play. Well done, Alistar. He managed to use his flash as well as his ultimate to escape certain death and deny himself on the tower. So the retro gamers do not benefit from any XP or gold from that kill because he was denied. Ooh, Karthus ulti going down. Oh my god. Irelia. What can I say to that? Complete turnaround. Blazing Toaster landing the gold card stun, I believe, but it just wasn't enough. It's level 5, so you're looking at a 2-second stun. It just wasn't enough to take down the Irelia with her ultimate, with such powerful spell vamp. Deathmonger using her ultimate to take down the Lux, who is just taking an absolute beating throughout this game. Poppy's ultimate prevents her from taking any damage apart from the target that she has ultimated on, if ultimated is a word. We got Twisted Fate picked up a needlessly large rod. And a Sheen as well as a Negatron cloak, so he could have changed his mind to go for the death cap. He's kind of built the Sheen for a bit of an early game advantage. It looks like it appears to have changed his mind, gone for a needlessly large rod, which is 1,600 gold. So it's not something that, not a decision you take lightly because it's a huge investment. So he's sort of gone for the Lich Bane, which, as I said earlier on, it was a mistake because it's a late game item that benefits when you have a high AP ratio. Alistar nearly went down to an aggressive Karthus, level 15, he's got 336 AP, going to take him down with ultimate from Alistar. Wow, this Alistar does know what he's doing. He used his ultimate again to reduce the amount of damage taken, and Mumu goes down hard to a Karthus, picks up another kill. Excellent ultimate from Lux, picks off the Poppy from long range. Malphite could see an ultimate from Malphite's. Twisted Fate pops his ultimate to see he was perhaps going to look at the enemy Karthus. However, the Malphite close by is going to prevent him from doing anything rash. As I was saying earlier on, Malphite was dead to rights for a Karthus ultimate, but decided to use his ultimate to... how many times can I say ultimate in the same sentence? Headbutt from Alistar, a defensive headbutt. He's level 9, so he's not going to want to take on a level 15 Irelia, especially as she's got quite a few kills under her belt. Triforce built on Irelia, as well as Mercury Tread, so she's going to reduce the amount of CC handed to her by Twisted Fate and Mumu. Wow, actually, by looking at the team composition of Blazing Toasted's Team B's, they have quite a lot of CC. Lux has a decent 2-second stun, along with Blazing Toaster's Twisted Fate 2-second gold card stun, and Mumu has obviously is a stun machine with his bandit toss. There we see stun on Irelia. It's not going to matter, it's just so tanky. Just literally walks out there, turns around, applies her lifesteal / spell vamp ultimate, and regains a lot of health. Tristan is in trouble, needs to rocket jump over the wall, uses flash instead, that'll do. Multi-team on Irelia. She's level 16 now. Down goes the exhaust. In goes the bandage toss. Gold card stun picked up from Twisted Fate. Lands it on Irelia. Good ultimate. She dukes out of the way. Lands it on Malphite. He level 9 is going to go down hard.
An enemy has been slain.
Like I was saying, those three just there with massive stuns. Alistar and Mumu and Twisted Fate with the massive amount of CC. If I was Retro Gamers, I would have literally every champion on that team with Mercury Treads. Let's have a look at their item build. They have Mercury Treads on Irelia, and that is it. That is it. With Karthus and Poppy choosing to go for these sorcerer shoes, which is a mistake in my opinion. I think they would benefit greatly from Mercury Treads. We've got Lux with 2 second stun. Alistar, believe is 2 seconds. And Mumu with his ultimate and bandage toss. Just, you know, that's about half an hour's worth of stuns right there. Twisted Fate, gold card, 2 second stun going on Poppy. She wants to get away. She's great in the jungle. If she uses her ultimate, she's chasing the Twisted Fate. Great communication there with the team. Good landing the Taric stun. 2 seconds to Taric takes down the Twisted Fate. And Mumu with no mana to be able to do anything. We could have seen a spell shield from Lux on the Twisted Fate, as he was clearly their intended target. I'm not aware as to whether or not she landed one. I don't believe she did, which could have been the difference between Twisted Fate getting out with his head on his shoulders or not. Twisted Fate with really no items at the minute. He's going for the Death Cap, and then he's going to build a Lich Bane, which both superb items, but you really need one or the other. He's got 4 kills. We've got action down bottom. I really are using an ultimate to regenerate much HP. Mini Malphite running around. He's picked up the Randomin's Omen. Pretty good item on him. Can't really go wrong with the Randomin's Omen. It's got good stats all around, as well as good unique passive. Not a unique passive, a unique active rather. Okay, some tower down. Tower kill for the Retro Gamers. Top tower's looking like it's under a little bit of pressure. Do we have a teleport? We do not have a teleport for the Retro Gamers, but they will just take a stroll up there, and Poppy is going to be receiving that farm. Poppy's gone for an A. She's going for the Triforce as well, so AD Poppy. Massive damage with her Q and the Triforce. Such a great item for Poppy. Picked up the red buff, level 14. She's going to do one thing and one thing only now, and that's return to base and hopefully pick up a Triforce. Or prove me wrong and not return to base and not pick up a Triforce. Down bottom we have triple team. We have a Mumu. He's picked up some good items. He's got the Aegis of the Legion, which is always good in the 5 vs 5 pre-made. Giant's Bell, as well as a Negatrov Cloak and Chain Vest. Great ultimate from a Mumu. Picks up all 3 players. It's not going to matter. Team Bs just don't have the DPS to be able to take down characters such as Irelia, especially with a Taric backing her up. Ultimate going off on Karthus. I'm not sure why. Oh, it was to take down the Tristana. She was low HP. Good decision from Karthus. Alistar goes down to a multi-team effort. Elevator music from Grey Knight. All music in this shoutcast is royalty free. We have some harassment going on Mumu. He was low HP. I'm quite surprised. Not sure why he decided to show that much of his leg. Twisted Fate using the flash. There we go. Good shield from Lux there on the Blazing Toaster, ensuring that he makes it back to base with his tail firmly between his legs. I must admit I have been impressed with Alice's play. I think he's the most valuable player on the Team Bs at the minute. He's playing absolutely fantastic. He knows his Alistair well. On the Retro Gamers team, I would have to give props to Karthus, although Irelia is probably making more of an impact in this game. She is an incredibly, if not borderline OP champion, so that is to be expected. Needs really to be focused and shut down early on so she doesn't have such a huge impact on the game. I would say Karthus has shown great decision making in when to use his ultimate, and again he's going to take down the Alistair if this is not careful. Goes down to a Poppy Q. Devastating blow from Poppy. Poppy's Q scales off of HP, so Alistair and Amumu, who's just went down there, is a prime target for that Q. It's going to do massive HP, maximum HP based damage. And with the Sorcerer's Boots, he has magic penetration, which will work in tandem with that devastating blow. End result, well, you've just seen it. Alistair hitting the ground. Poppy now with the Triforce. Massive item for Poppy, level 15. I believe she has oracles. Her passive is very good at keeping Poppy alive and allowing her to be really aggressive. Reducing incoming damage if it's above something like 50% of your current HP, so when you're really low, it kicks in and prevents you from dying. It's a bit like Blitzcrank, how Blitzcrank gets his shield when he's very low, and you know, just requires that little bit more effort to take down. Do we have, yeah, we've got the Death Cap on Twisted Fate. He's got the Sheen as well as a Negatron Cloak. So, actually, Lichbane, he's going to be his next item, which, you know, is the build that I go for on Twisted Fate. Very powerful build, good at tower pushing as well, despite being an AP Twisted Fate. However, he's got a Negatron Cloak, and the Lichbane requires the Null Magic Mantle to be completed, so maybe that was an accident or intended, I'm not sure. Obviously he needs as much magic resistance as possible, but if he'd have bought the Null Magic Mantle, that would have been an important stepping stone into getting that Lichbane quite quickly. We see an ambush. Alistair getting focus first, which is extremely strange. It's just not going to be enough. Team B is just getting taken down. The Retro game is just so tanky. Lux barely making it back to HP. And Mumu is going to try to use the Nexus turrets to put out some hurt onto the Retro gamers. It's not going to be enough. All pretty much tanky, with the exception of Karthus, who has in exchange great range on his abilities, and he's going to be more than protected from the great team composition with Malphite, Taric, Irelia, Poppy. They've all got stuns, good protection for the Karthus, and good game. Thanks guys, thanks for playing. Hope you've enjoyed the shoutcast, hope you've enjoyed taking part in this tournament. It's been an absolute pleasure. See you sometime soon.